A tank that just weathers through it, and instead we are going to get the Gragas locked in for Bwipo as the answer to Sniper's Jace.
All right, the sustain up there. Gragas is so good with the sustain.
Making his way up towards the top side here. It is that 5.5 minute late lane swap situation, as we will also see Ayla making his way up, but he won't be there in time. Busio might at least look for the angle here for the headbutt. Polv try to go after Sniper, but Sniper's already back towards the turret in time. Nice use of the ulti there from Bwipo. Sniper in danger. First blood over to the big man as FlyQuest is on the board, but River's ready to get one back. The Gragas will not escape from this as Quid looks for a second. Does not find the seismic shove there on Busio that could have set it up. A one
advantage of the Pantheon and Taliyah mobility.
And I like the fact that the first Drake, also an Ocean one for them, makes sense. They want to put the extra priority on this. It helps out a lot in laning phase compared to what some of the other Dragons might do early on in the game. So that one...
Meanwhile, Busio is going to make Sniper run for it.
Oh boy. All right, they're making a repeat visit up here. They know that the flashes are still down for now. Bwipo taking a couple of turret shots, though, as immediately the Grand Starfall used by River to reinforce Sniper. A barrel throw to dissuade the 100 Thieves jungler from going any further forward. And nothing for nobody up here in the top side.
That was a very efficient, quick move from FlyQuest to get the Pantheon ult out, but not overcommit to the play. You can see they called it off immediately. Ayla wants to keep it up, though.
Yeah, Ayla jumps in after Bwipo, who's taking a ton of damage here. Sniper wants to go to the skies. River is not close enough to get the killing blow there on the Gragas, but now it's Busio in danger. Flash in from Ayla to lock him up there with the Nautilus passive, but a little bit more damage is still required. Oh, a beautiful Comet Spear secures the first, and now they're going to claim the second. 100 Thieves get two. FlyQuest gets nothing.
Oh, it is clean from the Thieves. They trap them. They stick around for the play, and Bwipo there out on the edge. But really, the difference is level 6 on support difference. Ayla getting it for the Nautilus there. Busio still level 5, so he's very vulnerable. You know, as he's getting chased down, getting chunked down, is going to have the ultimate to rely on to survive, and they just keep going for the chase. And Ayla's able to flash in and secure the re-engage, which allows the River to throw the spear through multiple.
Push together, you guys. Yeah, I can hover.
I see hovering bot.
Yeah, I kind of want a bit. We see Gragas. No flash Gragas.
They're here.
Gragas no flash, guys.
I'm here. Guys, I'm here.
Kill Gragas.
Gragas no
Kill
flash.
Gragas.
No flash, no.
Alisa.
I can't do anything.
We can still win.
I can Q.
Haven't seen Najir for a while.
It's all you, Rip.
You kind of need a base now, do
You
What
can
HP?
look. You can look.
I can kill them.
My favorite comms are Ayla's comms. He was very clear from the very beginning. He's like, kill guys. He's like, we can still get this. You know, he has the ultimate in the opener, uses his ult plus the ignite onto Bwipo to gain a lot of territory, and then flashes forward to get the root for the other one. And after these successful plays from 100 Thieves on the top side as well, the second pack of Grubs Flowers, that's a full 6. That is also the this. They are on some pretty good power spikes right now. They have full control of the lead up to the river, and they're just going to opt to wait a second. They might catch.
Ayla wanted to go in there.
You know, supporting actor in the early stages here for 100 Thieves. Big gold star to Ayla. So we are just going to get another trade Flowers because FlyQuest still no, and probably even worse for them now to try and fight, and a lower value objective in the Rift Herald. So I think another correct call considering the situation they're in from FlyQuest. So just go for the trade on the bottom side, get that tower gold, get it into the Azir where they do need it, and try not to give up anything on the other side of the map. Seems like they'll be fine.
Ayla wants the dredge line, but takes a ton of damage. Immediately has to be saved by the Fate's Call, but now it's FBI in trouble. Grand Starfall over the top as River makes his way into the fight, and now they've locked up Inspired here in the front line, and FBI's got the first kill. It looked a little wild here at the start, but Sniper arrives to make it even wilder. Busio and Masu trying to get away as River jumps forward. A little bit more damage is needed, and Quid provides. Busio falls. 2-0 for 100 Thieves in another fast fight.
Dude, they are smashing them. 100 Thieves here showing up in a huge way. FBI is going to destroy the rest of this turret with Shelly. And 100 Thieves players were like, oh yeah, you know, I totally understand if people would predict FlyQuest because they're more consistent, but we're going to fight for sure. Teleport comes in.
All right, Busio in danger, but the TP right behind 100 Thieves means it could turn around very quickly as Bwipo makes his entry, and River is shut down. Beautiful start there for FlyQuest, as it looks like the second should be guaranteed. There's no Fate's Call ready to save Ayla, and Bwipo even lives. Now Now the pressure's on to Sniper, but Busio falls to Quid. That
in and trap River. And so they get their trap kill here on River. It was a very good ward that he was able to place.
If the Azir manages to get that angle, that pincer attack on him. Now 100 Thieves grouped up on the left. It's FlyQuest on the right, and they're the ones with the Drake aggro, but it's not dropping very quickly at all. Both teams know it's going to be a fight first. As Ayla goes in, finds Bwipo, knocks him up into the air. Beautiful burst down onto the Gragas, and the top laners out of the picture. 100 Thieves use quite a few resources on it, though. How are the cooldowns going to play out here? FBI jumping in. Ayla thrown forward. Fate's call. Needs to try to lock up Masu, but he's surely going to drop first. Now Busio's got to try to get away, but he re-engages instead. He's trying to use the tankiness, but a massive Shurima shuffle coming out from Quad as FlyQuest fight back, and now they've overtaken the fight. It's Quad and Masu against River and Sniper, and Accelerated Shock Blast is not enough to save Quid, and FlyQuest gets a 4 for 3. It's a bloodbath in bottom side.
Oh, what a fight! 100 Thieves.
FlyQuest have a lead in turrets. That's going to be equalized here if Sniper can finish off this tier 1 in the bottom lane, and FlyQuest are the ones with the gold lead as well, as Bwipo goes in, looks for the engage here on FBI. He doesn't quite have the angle there, the explosive cast, but he has Busio, and that's good enough. Bwipo continues looking for a little bit more, but it doesn't look like they'll find a whole lot just yet, as River flashes over the wall to escape yet another Emperor's Divide that would have been a death sentence. FlyQuest will claim their single kill, and it gets them a tier 1 turret to boot.
Oh, this is huge.
Situations like these. Any other mid laner, you are very scared of that particular situation, and looks like River ready to use the smite to lock up the FlyQuest mid before he's able to get away. Meanwhile, Quid's ride is interrupted. He wanted to use the Weaver's Wall to try to get up there and assist River, but instead he's going to be caught out, and now River is killed instead. Disjointed play from 100 Thieves. FlyQuest interrupting Quid's ride, and it's a massive punish.
Let's see about the Otacon fight afterwards. Sniper goes for a trade onto Bwipo, but this thing's going down actually fairly quickly while they've got an Alistar trapped inside the Baron pit.
They're trying to corral the cow, but it doesn't matter. Sniper's down, and Ayla and FBI surely aren't going to get anything of value here. Bwipo ready to keep on slowing these guys down, but he's got to be a little bit careful as now Busio jumps into the back, finds a knock up onto FBI, and he's gone. Masu came knocking, and 100 Thieves dropping as FlyQuest now 3,000 gold ahead. Enemy team still 3 dead in the dirt. River just now respawning. Now Kobe. Now they start up the Otacon.
Flowers, it is mid-game, and 100 Thieves are crumbling. They thought they were going to get a trap onto Quad, was the very beginning of this entire play, but it is good comms from FlyQuest. You can see on the mini-map here already, Inspired and Busio were on the way over, and so the wall did a very good job, closing that trap on 100 Thieves, and now with the Otacon revives.
Oh, Inspired jumping in after FBI here, putting on a little bit of pressure. Third hit of the third Talon strike takes him down as Masu gets the kill credit. But man, what an Alistar game from Busio. Back all the way during the first kill of the game, perfectly cycling the CC there with Bwipo. The mid-game River fight where there's the massive Shurima shuffle that ends up winning it. It's Busio buying the time with his spacing, with his presence at the front of the fight. And there in that top side River, it's Busio flashing and pulverizing to knock Quid off of the Weaver's Wall to make it happen. Really great stuff from him this game. But now he and the rest of FlyQuest got to be careful as Masu is immediately forced into the false life withdrawal. And Inspired, Busio, and Quad all now in full retreat. Honestly, though, the Otacon giving
for a teleport cooldown usage, so I think FlyQuest is actually very happy about that cooldown trade.
Yes, because River, he'll make his way back out, but this is a pretty important cooldown for 100 Thieves to find. What about the rest of the fight, though? Bwipo jumping into the middle of everybody, but he's already got the stasis, so they can't rightfully punish him. Quad goes on a killing spree, and Quid is already dead. FlyQuest full sending it. 100 Thieves are the only ones to lose a man.
And specifically, Bwipo has had some really good engages. He got the engage onto FBI in mid lane to start that other domino effect of a bunch of FlyQuest victories that they got. He runs in through here, gets another engage for them that will also earn them. Wait a second.
Masu straight into the back line. FBI straight into the dirt. The quirky damage, 6-0 and 6. Trinity Force.
You might be thinking the FlyQuest comeback is complete.
This one's looking
pretty complete.
This one's looking pretty done, my friend. FlyQuest, despite their rough early game,
pretty big early onslaught where 100 Thieves have been really building a nice early game.
Bring up these deathless carries, and we've talked about the playmaking of Bwipo and Busio. FlyQuest caught off by the Weaver's Wall, but completely unafraid by it now as they back away. Grand Starfall used for, nothing whatsoever but a free delivery as River is knocked forward. Now in danger, has to retreat back to the back lines of 100 Thieves. But But no, what I was going to say, you're talking about deathless carries, you're talking about playmaking on the top laner and the support. This goes back to the interview that Isaac had with Whippo at the very beginning of the game. Everybody's got to know their role. They got to know what their champ does. They got to know where they got to be. And that's what FlyQuest has been doing in the second half of this game as Busio makes yet another engage, and Sniper's going to die again. Ayla follows right after as Quad continues leading the charge after River and Whippo zones Quid and FBI away with a seismic shove, not finding its way onto anybody, and a rampage for Quad seals River's fate. FBI and Quid will scramble now, but it's only 2 Thieves against a full Fly squad as Whippo and Inspired just trying to cut these minions off, just trying to make it that much more scary for anybody left standing on 100 Thieves, and FBI is not gonna survive. The minions are still there. The remaining Nexus turret falls. They want to try to get one more on Quid, and Inspired dies to the fountain laser. FlyQuest might have struggled a little bit early, but man, they put 100 Thieves in the ground in 30 minutes, game 1.
For the enemy team and putting side lane pressure out.
Yeah.
So I want to see if 100 Thieves can really execute this, because Misfortune is an amazing AD carry to rotate into mid lane very early on. Okay, he's going for a trade. I was like, whoa, that was a very big trade with the transformation saving him, but now they're going to welcome him back.
This is absolutely disastrous for 100 Thieves. It's first blood over to FlyQuest.
For the grub pack. So he's actually giving Sniper free push now in bottom lane. We'll see how well Sniper's gonna do in pushing that up to the next one. But rotation back for Masu and Busio as they walk on forward, and we'll have Victor try and clear up that wave.
We'll push this, and then I think...
They're gonna go for
That's
dive
what-
top. I think I might be dead here.
I can move after this.
I
can't
advise
do
Seen
much of it.
assignments that have been better from FlyQuest, and as we said, every time there's an objective, they're just going to get there first. Set up, next set of grubs is going to arrive in 30 plus seconds at the moment. It's Whippo, actually.
Yeah, Whippo's hanging around for a long while here against Sniper. It looked like he was trying to bait him into something, but Ayla, this is not where he wanted to be. He goes on a magical journey straight to hell. Whippo's the one sending him there. He did not want to punch that ticket.
Well, yeah, he was getting chased into hell by Busio and Inspired. They got the extra champion there because you see the 100 Thieves jungle River here is down getting the dragon on the opposite side of the map. So Ayla by himself had to go versus Busio and Inspired, and then the magical journey destination ends up right in the hands there of
Pretty
Whippo.
hot.
So another kill for FlyQuest, and even though they get the dragon on the opposite side of the map, they might find themselves a bard again.
Oh, that Sejuani ulti over the wall, forcing the flash from Ayla. If that connects, Whippo gets there in time to follow it up with a Ruthless Predator. Pretty much guaranteed kill. Like Nar, that's always just trying to kite you out constantly. This item can give you that last little bit of an edge you need to land the combo and make it so you win those snappy trades more easily as Inspired.
There by attacking the side, they chunk Quad, they force him out, and Quad doesn't have teleport to get back.
But FlyQuest is not done. They're still looking to potentially contest this as Quad is going to hang around and try to clear out the wave underneath the tier 1 turret. A nice engage coming out from Busio, finds it onto 3, but now he could be in danger as they haven't found any kills here just yet. Quid is going to die. Nice job from Whippo. He's already found 2. He's looking for a 3rd. That hot dog's about to get munched, and Inspired's chowing down. FBI tries to escape, but it's 5 FlyQuest players on the hunt. They don't even need to land the grand entrance. FlyQuest just mopped the top laner. So if 100 even tries to fight, they know they're staring down the barrel of one less man involved. As Ayla tries to get away, Busio jumps in there with a grand entrance. River still looking to contest here at the Herald itself. Whippo dives in, going after Quid, followed up by Inspired. A ton of damage onto the 100 Thieves mid, but not enough to kill him. The Herald is going to be claimed by the Sejuani as Ayla finds a nice tempered fate, but they need to follow it up. Whippo is very low, but he ain't going to be killed off yet. The Croc does not die. FlyQuest have found 2 more, and they're still looking for a 3rd. Inspired continues the chase after Ayla, but he can't quite catch the Bard. It does not matter. It's another 2 kills. It's another objective. It's another 1 fight for FlyQuest.
I think 100 Thieves should have just hard committed more to split pushing. They keep going into these fights versus FlyQuest, who want them and are happy to take them. And FlyQuest are not only going to get the kills, they're going to get the Rift Herald, so bye-bye towers.
Adios, Mr. Tower. It was nice knowing you. Inspired just knocks that one down. 9-3 going into this series. And it looks like FlyQuest is about to turn it into an 11-3 as they're looking to make this a fast 2-0 with the state of the second game. Another pick comes through, another death onto Ayla's Bard, and another kill in the pockets of Masu's Zaya. FlyQuest continuing to keep the pressure on the mid lane here as, the Fury just immediately destroyed as soon as he tries to jump in. Not even that. It's the second one this time around, my friend, because FlyQuest, they're not going to be challenged at all. Every single challenge, 100 Thieves
fight.
Okay, River and Sniper both still trying to get away as, Ayla does not manage to temper fate Whippo, only himself. The Croc's gonna knock him down, easy peasy. Realm Warp from Quid arrives, but then you still gotta be a little bit careful about it as Whippo tries to get away. Sterix Gage to keep him a little bit higher HP. The false life finally procs. He nearly takes Quid with him. And right when it looks like 100 Thieves might finally be able to get a kill, get some kind of a punish, it's the Otacon earned by FlyQuest 22 minutes into the game that makes it so even those hopes and dreams are dashed as Masu solo takes down the next Drake of the game. Quad continues the solo push down here in the bottom lane, and they're able to do all these things individually because they are so far ahead, and 100 Thieves is torn in so many different directions that punishing these plays just feels impossible.
I would agree. It is impossible. I'm just going to go ahead and say,
right.
You know
We're
what?
on the same page.
It feels like it's impossible. And it also is.
Okay.
Because of the
Let's continue looking for the last remaining Tier 2 turret on the 100 Thieves side. Tempered Fate's going to lock him up here a little bit. Inspired's got to be careful. Isolated from the rest of the squad, down to about half HP. Flashes over the wall, ready to join up with the rest of FlyQuest. Whippo is already godlike, grabbing the kill there onto Quid. Quad arrives in the middle of everybody. He's going to buy time here with the stasis. Sniper wanting to see if he can do anything about it, but no, FBI is going to get hunted down. The Chaos Storm ready to burn him away. FlyQuest, they'll take the Tier 2, they'll force the fight, they'll get 2 kills, but now Quad's in danger. Slam back into the wall, but Busio's ready to reinforce. River trying to counterattack here with a Hound's Pursuit, and finally it's 100 Thieves on the board, but at what cost? Inspired jumps over the wall, forcing the flashback out from Ayla. 100 Thieves, 25 minutes into the game, finally get their first kill, but it costs them 3 more bodies and a Tier 2 turret.
And a Baron.
And a Baron.
But we're on the board.
But they're on the board.
We got him. FlyQuest's going to collect that Baron. I don't think there's even a possibility of any sort of heroics there from the 100 Thieves side, but yeah, FlyQuest here. What a start to this group, Flowers.
Yeah.
This matchup, I think, was the matchup most people were super
in this game.
And he's been so good from the beginning. Because of the chunks he was getting onto Sniper in lane was the whole reason they were able to make the start of that really good sequence of calls.
Whippo's in a 1v2 down here from the bottom side. Let's see if he can take out River and Sniper on his lonesome. Turns it right back onto the hot dog. 100 Thieves are scattering. They're like, all right, dude, sorry. That's our bad. We need to get the hell out of here. Run away, Mr. Dog. Whippo wanted to get the Call to Meek there to get that last little bit of damage onto River, but he can't quite do it. So Whippo fights off 2 of them fair and square. Meanwhile, the rest of the team forces down 2 inhibitors in top and mid. Bullet time used from FBI there to clear out the massive wave of super minions, try to prolong the game a little bit longer, as now Whippo is ready to heal up, rejoin the rest of FlyQuest on the push. He doesn't have the dominance. I don't think he really needs it, Kobe. FlyQuest just waiting on a couple more minion waves. Tempered Fate ain't gonna get nothing as Ayla drops again. Monster ready to keep the push going forward. Double kill back over to Quad as the Chaos Storm gets larger and larger. Quid tries to escape. The Feather Storm's not gonna find the execution it looks for, but the first Nexus turret is already down. The second about to go as well. FlyQuest is low, but 100 Thieves can't stop him. Nexus open now. All 5 FlyQuest players still alive. Quad's damage with the lasers from range, still putting the pressure on 100 Thieves as Quid steps forward and finally grabs the shutdown back on Amasu, and FlyQuest are making their game-ending push here onto the fountain, onto the steps of 100 Thieves. It's 17-2. It's an absolute murder for FlyQuest.
On your win, incredible stuff up there, and the Azir play from game 1. We were freaking out about it. I know everybody in chat was freaking out about it. Talk me through that fight and that moment for you, seeing the angle.
Today, actually, I was thinking like when I wake up today, I feel like I can carry today. When I wake up, I don't know why, just today. So it feels good. And then actually game 1, I think I carried this game. And then game 2, I don't know what happened this game, but we just win, yeah.
So you woke up feeling like you can carry. What felt different this morning? Was it something you ate? Was it the weather? It was raining, right?
Yeah, actually it was raining, and then I mean I'm not sure how to explain in English, but I hurt my low back, and then I stretch, maybe feel better. I'm not sure. But maybe stretch like when after come here, I think getting so is good feeling still. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, good stretch, good warm-up, physical warm-up for you then. I want to hear your thoughts on your opponent, Quid, because a lot of conversation has been between the two of you. At the start of the day, we were talking about potential, first-team All-Pro mid laners. The two of your names were in that conversation. What do you think about Quid, who you played against today?
I mean, actually, me and Kid is a little bit close. I'm not a little bit. And then I was thinking he was nervous, in my opinion, because I think he had to more aggressive in lane page, but he was not. So maybe he was nervous. Yeah.
All right, see Masu. We have Inspired, though, waiting on standby. Awesome to hear your thoughts on Quid, but while we still have you here, Inspired, come over. 100 Thieves already left the room. I can see they're not there, but you've been calling them out as frauds. First off, Quid, or Quad, do you think that Quid and 100 Thieves are frauds?
Oh, sorry. Actually, I don't know uploads mean. So.
Fraud, like they're fakers.
He's a nice guy. He doesn't think that.
He won't say it? Okay, well, do you want to double down? Did you just prove that 100 Thieves are frauds?
I mean, I would say so. I think with the lead they had in game 1, and then they just like throw it so hard in 3 minutes. I mean, come on, guys, like you can't do that.
It's like clockwork. 20 minutes happens, and then the 100 Thieves moment happens. What should we call that moment? 20 minutes for 100 Thieves. What should the name for that moment be?
I don't know. It's I think they should invent the name for it, because I mean they do it very consistently. I remember watching their TL game as well. They were like winning really hard, and then 1 minute and they just lost the game. So I don't know what's up with them. Maybe they just can't control it when they're winning.
Could be. All right, well, thank you very much, Inspired. Congratulations on the win. Congratulations, Quad, one more time. We're going to throw it to a short break before we're back with our next series.